Did you know Minecraft has more than one dimension? You can even build a portal to travel to another dimension and build it wherever you like. No worries, I'm Primal, and I've got you covered. The Nether is a dangerous dimension containing fire, lava, fungal vegetation, hostile mobs, and even unique exclusive structures. To access the Nether, the player must construct a Nether portal in the overworld. To create the portal, the player must first build a rectangular obsidian frame, ranging in size from a minimum of 2 by 3 blocks to a maximum of 23 blocks by 23 blocks. Once the frame is built, it can then be activated by placing fire within the frame, using flint and steel, fire charge, dispensers, or any material that is capable of igniting fire. Whereas the overworld, which is the name for the normal world in which players spawn, is 320 blocks tall, the Nether is only 128 blocks tall. If you have the world parameter set to infinite, then the Nether will also be infinite. Time does not pass and weather does not change in the Nether. If you enter the Nether, other players can sleep in the overworld and change the time from night to day. Locations in the Nether correlate to overworld coordinates, but horizontal overworld distances are scaled down by a ratio of 8 to 1 for travel in the Nether. Therefore, traveling 1 block in the Nether means traveling 8 blocks in the overworld. This is a useful mechanic for traveling long distances in the overworld. Most mobs in the Nether are hostile to players and can be very dangerous. The Ghast is a particularly gruesome foe. Ghasts look like large, white, floating ghost-type mobs that are actually hostile and can shoot explosive fireballs at the player. If timed correctly, their fireballs can actually be reflected back at them using a sword. Lava maintains water-like properties in the Nether. It flows twice as far and 8 times as fast as it does in the overworld. If the player tries to empty a bucket of water in the Nether, it will evaporate and a hissing sound occurs. Another odd thing that can happen is if the player tries to sleep in a bed in the Nether. When activating the bed, it will explode. It has an explosion power of 5, which is actually more than that of TNT in the overworld. To create a Nether portal, you will need to get your hands on some obsidian. The only way to break obsidian blocks and pick them up is with a diamond pickaxe. You can also use netherite pickaxe, but since this material is only found in the Nether, we will assume you haven't found it just yet. To find obsidian, you want to locate an area where lava and water meet. I find obsidian most easily by looking for underground ravines while mining and exploring caves. You can also find some iron ore, smelt it, and make a bucket to scoop up lava with. If you place this lava at least 1 block under a water source, you can turn it to obsidian. Make sure to have your diamond pickaxe on hand to be able to harvest it. Once you have a minimum of at least 10 obsidian blocks, you can set about making your Nether portal. The smallest portal you can build is 2 blocks wide by 3 blocks tall. Once you light it, you can enter the Nether. Be sure to take some cobblestone with you so that you can surround your portal in the Nether with a protective layer of cobblestone. Cobblestone absorbs gas fireballs and keeps them from destroying your portal and stranding you in the Nether. There are 5 distinct Nether biomes you can encounter: Nether Wastes, Crimson Forest, Warped Forest, Soul Sand Valley, and Basalt Deltas. If you explore the Nether, you can also find Nether Fortresses and Bastion Remnants. These are structures that will generate hostile mobs and valuable loot inside them, so beware if you choose to explore them, but they can be very lucrative. I hope this answers all your questions regarding Nether Dimension in Minecraft. If you do have further questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer them there. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified of my future content. Thanks for watching, and look out for those creepers.